Okay. Okay. There's probably an awkward 15 seconds at the start of that. 1 second. There is probably a very awkward 15 seconds at the start of the video. That's because I thought it hadn't started yet. But apparently it had. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you FL3XCRAFT Season 2. And I'm just going to go around. Basically, I need to check everything in the world is done. So I'm not sure if it is just yet. We're going to go around the whole world and check that everything's done. And I just hope I don't miss anything out. But Luke and Ollie aren't here. For those of you who don't know, Luke and Ollie helped build FL3XCRAFT. Well, Ollie helped build FL3XCRAFT. Luke was on FL3XCRAFT and sort of provided ideas, not really. He did kind of buckle up, but only in the last like 3 days of building. So I'm not going to give him a whole lot of credit because, to be honest, he didn't do a whole lot. It was mostly me and Ollie. As you can see, it's a pretty big world. That's 194 megabytes. When you start a world, they are like however long, however big even, about 60. So we've done a lot. Yeah, this is basically Luke and Ollie are both busy, so this is the easiest result. You guys can see it, I can check it. It's the best thing I can think of, really. And Ollie is watching. Hi, Ollie. Now, I'm not sure. This may be the biggest mistake of my life, but oh well. So the only reason I'm not already in the world is because I didn't want to start off. I have took myself to the spawn, so this is where you'll spawn when you get in. But I didn't want to like start the video and just be in there and you already be able to see everything while I'm talking. So yeah. I'm not just gonna like fly around it, by the way. I will walk and use the train tracks. And speaking of, I'm not actually sure if they're finished or not. Okay, I spawned down here. That's not a very good start, is it? Well, this is spawn and start story explanation. I recommend reading before you play. Normally you would spawn here. Like looking at, sorry, my controller's dodgy. I'm using this one because it won't on charge. Yeah. Cringe alert for the story, by the way. Most of it is cringy, but you know, that's the best part about it, isn't it? If you don't want to take part of the story, don't take part of the story. There's a sign at the end of this corridor that says if you don't want a story, don't do the story. There is a character through this door, and he's a bit messed up. I blame Ollie for that. He broke some of the signs that I didn't know what they said, so there's like middle bits that don't make a lot of sense. And the signs are just floating. That's because they're on barrier blocks, so you can't see what he's trapped in, because obviously it's a villager. And we had to trap him some way, so we used barrier blocks. Alright, you wake in a strange place, there's nobody else around. You feel weak on your feet, almost if you was asleep for a long time. And that is when it hit you. The last few months seem strange, surreal even. Now, I might change that just yet, I'm not sure. So you come through here, this is where you get your... what's in this one? Your shulker box. I don't actually know why you get a shulker box, because normally the stuff comes in a shulker box, but it doesn't. And this is where you get your elytra. It does have mending on it, by the way. Now, these are both completely optional, and you don't have to. By the way, Ollie built these rooms. I just did all the signs and stuff and the pillars, because it was a bit empty without the pillars. That is why. Trying to get too triggered, but I was going to change it all, but Ollie was like, no. So, yeah, it is all very uneven, but oh well. So you press the button. Please just don't press it twice. I mean, just don't. Like, very much of a point, really, is there? Just don't. Oh, also in this video, I'm going to make sure I go through the settings to make sure people can actually play on it. Because at the minute, if somebody joins, we've got it so they're automatically in adventure mode. Because obviously I don't want everybody... If his comment about the symmetry thing... One sec while I check this comment. You forced the floor to have lava. What has that got anything to do with how your room is unsymmetrical? The floor looks alright with lava, okay? So what? What's the different what? Basically, guys, for those of you who haven't read it, Ollie just said to me, "You forced the floor to have lava though," while I was talking about how the room's uneven because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's unsymmetrical. Anyway, hi, Cisco. Ollie wrote this sign. You wrote this sign, Ollie. I blame you. I need to remember to change that. Hi, that's supposed to say, "Hi, I'm Cisco. I'm a genetic engineer." Everything you remember from the 16th of August, which is when Season 1 started, to now was a lie. This is the sign that Ollie messed up. You were all in a simulation and were test subjects. And if you're here, you passed, congrats. Everything you did was judged, all you need to do is repeat it. All the rules from the simulation still apply, however, for longer, your main objectives survive. Warning, there may be some twists or things you're not used to, so be prepared. I'm sure we'll be speaking again soon. That's from Cisco, by the way. Stand on. Oh yeah. The story may be strange if you wasn't in Season 1, but don't worry, the rest of the story still applies. And if you don't want to follow the story, or you can just play, but please don't interfere, mess around, etc. with the story. And then you stand in this block, which I really don't like. I can see pistons through it now, because it kind of ruins it. And it boosts you into this, which is the next room you would be in. So, and then it says, there's a few Easter eggs hidden around the map. Some of them will be in rooms with secret entrances. Do not grief or steal anything from these places or you'll be kicked, because you will. I'm gonna fly up so you can see it clearly, but you can't see it from down here. Your districts: gaming, glowstone, which I'm not proud of, medieval, cobble. I probably should have put cobblestone because cobble's like festive, yellow, shopping, red, modern, light grey, futuristic, white, underwater, dark blue, fantasy, purple, Greek mythology, cyan, and prehistoric, green. The reason there's Greek mythology, you'll find out soon. Season exclusive, Hell's Pit, Never Ending, and Frozone. Fun fact, this is for Hephaestus, Aether, and Chiron. So Hephaestus, fun fact, this is a real life Greek mythologic god. He is the god of fire, volcanoes, and crafting. Aether, Greek god, the Greek god of space and time. He's actually only the Greek god of space, but you know, space and time is just cool, isn't it? And because it's not based, well, obviously it is based off Greek mythology, but we just twisted it however we wanted because we don't really care, quite frankly. He's another Greek mythologic god, the god of wind, ice, and snow. He's actually only the god of the north winds and ice. Was it north winds and ice? It's not all wind, it's the north winds, but I changed it to all wind because, you know, north winds is just a bit boring, isn't it? And ice and snow, which I think is just, no, not snow. Ice though, but not snow. But a lot of his area, Frozone, is snow, so I said snow. There's a block. And just because it was uneven, I had to have something here, so I just put a chest of them on it so you can see what blocks they are. I don't know, to be honest. However, be warned, there's something strange about these ancient gods. It's almost as if they are corrupt or something, and try not to trespass on their land. They don't seem to like that, Cisco. Alright, and then here, this isn't really to do with the story, this is literally what it says. Helpful coordinates: gravel, ice area, terracotta, mushroom. To go to these areas, choose the one you wish to travel to and press the button below it. So literally, you don't need to memorize the coordinates. So if I wanted to go to gravel, I just press this button. And there it is. Basically, I'll show you how deep this is real quick. So let me just get a block of gravel. Oh, my chunks. Oh, there we go, then we get to stone there. So it's a lot. We just used commands. Well, it started at ground level, and it was down about 12 blocks, and that was all it was. It was the same size as that and everything. But then it got updated to bedrock, so we used commands to just do that. I'm not proud. I wanted it all to be underground, but, you know, Ollie being how he is. And then when you want to go home, you stand on this pressure plate to return to hub, stand on the pressure plate. So you get the idea. I'm not going to go to each and every area except terracotta. That I will show you, because last season people struggled quite a bit to get terracotta. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Alright, I need to remember where that is. So this one's got its own sign and everything because it's that big. And there's another little area over there, but that one's irrelevant compared to this. So yeah, it's pretty big. It's a lot of terracotta, and I do expect it to go quite fast. Not straight away, maybe like mid-season when people start building bases. But yeah, you get the point. Right. Now we come out here, and I'm not proud of these staircases, to be honest. They are a bit ugly from above, but I need you just to know where you was gonna go. Or you don't have to go straight to here, but this is just the most logical. So here, Modern District is that way, Hell's Pit is that way. I'm gonna start off going that way because there isn't as much that way, I don't believe. Also, can I just... Look how good that is. That was me, Ollie, and Luke actually all worked on that. Luke can get credit for that. He didn't build it per se. He detailed it with me. I built and detailed it. But Ollie did come up with a layout, like the basic design, like the stencil. I don't like how slow you go on minecarts now because you used to speed through these and now you go proper slow. Not very happy about it, to be honest, because this one is supposed to be fast and you used to like steam down it, but you don't. Oh, I did all the spikes. Oh, we know the spikes was a boring job, so I made Ollie do it. Oh yeah. So you put your minecarts back in the chest. But obviously, so that's the chest, by the way. This is the Modern District. I don't think there's any decorations for that sign. It's not very big, but if it gets too crowded, I can always make it bigger, like I did last season. So yeah, Ollie also built the majority of the train stations because I didn't want to do them. I don't like how slow you sprint now either. Like, this is me sprinting. Like, I used to walk this fast. Oh yeah, the boat there is to get to Ollie's airport, which he insisted he built, and he said he wasn't going to do any more work on FL3XCRAFT if I didn't let him build it. So that's why that's there. He doesn't make any profit from it though. Don't worry, it's not kind of cheating, but it's kind of not. There's the Greek district, which doesn't actually have a stop-off point on the thing. There's the fantasy. It does have a stop-off point, just not with this train track. Well, it does, but it's not connected to this one. So this is how you get to the underwater, which we'll go to first, and we'll go to fantasy, back that way round, and then back to where we started, hopefully, if all the train tracks are connected, like I think they are. So you will drop down here, and there we go. I'm not going to take any of them. I'll just get my own. My controller is so dodgy, sorry about that. Then we follow the arrows. There is a sign that says follow the arrows, but I can't bother to read it, to be honest. See what my controller's making me do? It's like constantly making me go like that, and like that. It never used to be this bad. See, it's doing it again. And you go so slow on boats now too, to be honest. I haven't actually tried a boat yet. Right, can I just discuss this real quick? Ollie built this. I think it's a mini sub. He said, model A14C mini deep sub. He built this in like the first week. Like the first week we was working on FL3XCRAFT, he built this. God only knows why. But he wants companies and stuff where he sells stuff like that. Obviously he's not going to sell that one, but... So this is the underwater district, which still actually need to change the sign to because it's doesn't look the best, seems though it's made out of prismarine and purple. This is probably one of the biggest districts. I know it doesn't look all that big, but this fits on 4 maps. Like, do you know the new map thing? You need 4 to fit it all on. Also, I know a few people have joined, like before we set it all to adventure and stuff, but somewhere under all this gravel like, because there's a way you can get under it or somewhere. Was it under all the gravel? No, I don't think it was. It was near all the gravel. But there was, I've patched it up so I won't be able to find it. It was somewhere near here, I think. But there was diamond ore just in the sand. So I mined it to see what it was, and there was a big drop, and you landed in water, and I think we counted 20 summits diamond ore. I was like, bro, so someone's cheating, or trying to. Can I just add? We've caught Luke cheating already, so yeah, just wanna put that out there. Obviously there's no train track to these, so I'm just gonna have to fly to this real quick. This is the Greek and the prehistoric area. These are the gladiator arenas that we've mentioned. That one's Luke's, that one's Ollie's, and that one's mine. Shall I explain the gladiator arenas? Okay. I do not advise, like, making yourself drop down into here. I need to look down, because I don't want anyone, like, seeing what I got going on, you know? I need that leather. Oh, great. Alright. So, what would happen is, I'm just put this in my inventory real quick. So, me, Ollie or Luke will have a lever on us whenever we want to do this. So, this is a newfound issue. I forgot you can't place levers on stairs. That's not good. Why did I even think that would work? Okay, we're gonna have to. I'll change each one as I go. But so there's gonna be that one, and there's gonna be a lever there. Normally there's a sign that says I don't advise entering, but yeah, this is where you would land. Okay, you would just be in here, literally, a little. And then you put all your belongings in here. No, there's still no hopper. There was a hopper system that worked, like it would take your items from your room into my room, so I could give them back at the end. But they just completely broke it with the bedrock switch. So you get this to use in battle. I know it's trash, but that's the point. The story does explain you're not supposed to win. Some of you are probably wondering what this is because we haven't actually seen the part of the story where it explains it, but I'm here now. So, and you would put all your inventory in this. Hopefully your inventory is not full, otherwise you're gonna have to part with some items, unfortunately for you. And then I will be in my room and I will drop this barrier, and you'll fight me. But you can only walk on the mycelium thing, whatever it's called, and I can walk everywhere because I'm overpowered and you're gay. So yeah, that's how that works. Real quick, what's this made out of sandstone? Smooth sandstone, apparently. Is there any smooth sandstone about? I think, is this smooth sandstone? Yeah, of course it is. And Luke's. I don't really need to go in Luke's and Ollie's, they work exactly the same way as mine. Yeah, I'm actually just going to close all the barriers real quick. I don't know which lever closes which barriers where, so I'm just going to have to like. Luke's isn't really, you can't see all that much, but yeah. And Ollie's, pretty sure this one's for the barriers. Yeah. Okay, so the barriers now. What next? Okay, we'll go to Ollie's airport real quick. Actually, no, we won't. This is the Colosseum, where all the news is going to go down, but only the Greek news to do the battles and basically you can go there like once a week if you want. You don't have to, obviously, but you can go there like once a week and there'll be new news. Ah, my arm is dead from the gym. Yeah, this is prehistoric. Literally nothing in here except Ollie tried to like catch a few of you out. I don't advise trying to land in this from high, because it will kill you. I know it like looks like I'm just walking on water, but it will kill you. So just don't. Now I ain't got a barrier block on me. While I show you, basically all this is barrier blocks. All this whole thing, and he's trying to, do that with you. So yeah. Okay. We'll take the minecarts the rest of the way. I'll try use the minecart system where I can, just because I want you guys to see what it's going to be like. I know I know this isn't really a trailer style. We did want to do a trailer, but then we thought, like, we really don't have time for that. Like, people, I legit, all I've been asked all day is when's FL3XCRAFT coming out. Like, I ain't got the time to do a trailer. We got some footage for it, but not enough, and then we've still got to get it onto the USB, and Ollie got to edit it, and just not enough time, really. Not enough time at all. Not the USB, get the music on the USB. So this is the fantasy, which obviously is fantasy, it's a castle, you know, it's not a very good castle, but you know, found my building for that. Then some of the signs do have like little decorations like this, yeah, because it's fantasy, you know, mushrooms, I guess it just kind of fits, doesn't it? To the next district we go. Now most of the train tracks are pretty similar. That's what I need to do. The futuristic district train track's not finished. Not for this side, for the other side. I'll finish that after this video. I think. I hope. I've got a few things to do after that. We'll get to that big tower in a minute. That is not to be meddled with. Anybody meddles with that, I swear now, I'll kill you. Oh, yummy. So yeah. Excuse me. It's actually just annoying how slow you go. There's the medieval district. It's got like a little sword underneath it, which is just floating. You should probably connect that with some fences or something. Okay, and here's where we go. Now, obviously, fantasy and the little thing. You got your minecarts in your chest. You got your water elevator. I'll just go down the water elevator real quick so you can see what the train station looks like. What is that? That's the llama, I didn't know what it was. Yeah, this is the train station. There used to be another track that came straight forward, but it kind of made the train station look a bit weird. And, you know, just, there was nowhere to connect it to, and the train station is not actually supposed to be in the district, but, you know, that's what Ollie will do when you ask him to do a job. I was waiting for a comment to pop up at this point, unless it's not even watching anymore, I don't know. He did say he was going out, so... I forgot you can't see that button. Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah, you can't actually see these buttons when you sat on it, so... And for some reason it won't light up. The buttons still light up? God, no, they just can't. They must do. Yeah, that big tower, we probably should have already discussed actually, seeing as though we're pretty much done with that area. But, that all comes with a story, which I can't really explain. Basically, there's a book in there. This is... Oh, no, I have finished it, didn't I? There's a book in there which is going to talk about some Easter eggs that, you know, you most likely will have already found. Pretty easy to find, not going to lie. You know, all you got to do is search for anything that looks like a hidden entrance. And go in there. Please don't grief. But go in there and, you know, read the book and carries on with the story. Now, the story is nowhere near complete. We are going to, like, obviously, as players get along, because I don't want to have the whole story here, because if somebody finds the last Easter egg before the first one, that's it. This is Ollie's area, frozen Coyote's area, whatever. I don't know why he hasn't finished the wall off, but he didn't. There is a staircase to get up the wall, so it's pretty pointless. There's a staircase outside it somewhere as well, isn't there? Oh no, but you can legit just walk through it, so... but yeah, he's got like his big ice shard, a hand coming out the ice, which actually I need to check something. Yeah, he had a shulker box there, and I didn't know what was in it, but I just found it, and I was like, what's this? And he TP'd over to me and broke it, so. Luke, we did catch Luke cheating though, I don't know if I've already told you that. I was meant to say it earlier, but then Ollie distracted me, so I didn't say it. But yeah, Luke, we caught Luke cheating. Well, I caught Luke cheating. This is to do with Ollie's little story. Oh, actually, that's a shout. Is Cisco's house finished yet? This is Cisco's house. Well, not his house even. His lab. Ollie will build his house at some point in the season. Don't have a clue when, to be honest. But I asked him to finish it. I don't know if he did. Oh, he did. There's just a interior needs doing, which I can do, I guess. What's Ollie's one? Thanks for that, Ollie. But I'm not wrong. I don't know what I said, but everything I said's not wrong. Yeah, we caught Luke cheating. Luke went really quiet for a minute, and I was on my phone, and he went like dead quiet. So I went over to him, TP'd over to him, and caught him with a shulker box, and he instantly broke it and picked all the stuff out. I don't actually know what there was in there. This is my area. Obviously, it's not as big as Ollie's, but there's more to it, if I do say so myself. There's the volcano. Not more to it like what you can see. I mean more to it as in like Easter egg. Because there's an Easter egg in each area to do with that person's story. Yeah. But all these spikes, that's Ollie before he comments and be like, oi. So yeah, that's Ollie, 100%. But yeah. Also, I never pointed this out. This is kind of a full map of FL3XCRAFT, not really. Obviously, that's where Cisco's lab is now. That was construction. Yeah, that wasn't anything else. That was That was where Cisco's lab was under construction. Yeah, that is that big tower thing we keep going past, which doesn't. It looks really weird on this, not gonna lie. And as you can see, there's only 3 spikes and a big line leading to one of the spikes because it was incomplete when we did the maps. What do you want? Shout out Sam. Yeah, forgot about that actually. Sam did the map because me and Ollie couldn't do it. It was just too confusing for me. And Ollie, alright. This big district, that's not even on the full thing to be honest, there's a bit more there. This is the shopping district, and this, which you can only see the corner of, is the gaming. And they are a bit further off because I didn't want the districts to be quite as close together as they all was before. But obviously now they're really far away. Not a full scale map or fully accurate map, but it's the rough idea. Full scale is it includes everything, because it doesn't include everything. It doesn't include, what does it not include? It doesn't include the Greek, the prehistoric, the underwater, the majority of the fantasy, and some of the places are a bit dodgy to be honest. Oh, that's, did we talk about the festive? I think we did. That's like Christmas themed, obviously festive, you know, get the point. This is my train track. This train track's coming from Hub, so you go from Hub straight to here, and then this one leads to. Where does this one lead to? Does it lead? Ah, I think it leads. Does it lead to Luke's area? I don't know actually. Let's get on it and find out. Yeah, leads to Luke's area. Luke wanted his area like this. Obviously, it doesn't. His train track. He was supposed to go really fast, and it was actually pretty trippy. Not gonna lie. But now it's just. It was never great. not gonna lie. Sorry, Luke, but it just wasn't. Was it? It's just the end. He wanted it like this, so you can have it like this, I suppose. But yeah. This leads to Luke's area. Which, this train track is pretty messy. That's my doing, sorry about that. Yeah, you end up here, and there's a glitching out ender portal in the floor. Don't know why it's glitching out like that. But that kind of looks cool, to be honest, not gonna lie. I mean, it's giving me epilepsy, but it kind of looks cool. This is Luke's area. Luke's got a big dragon in the sky, which is, I'm not going to spoil that actually, that's part of the Easter egg. Yeah, Luke's area is pretty big, but there's not much to it. Legit, you just cover the terrain and stone. Like, there's no terraforming or anything, which is a bit boring to be honest, not gonna lie. We will now head to, where are we heading to now? The shopping, which is that train track there. This train track took time and effort, bro. I take full credit for this. Oh, Ollie added in a few fences, so he wants credit for it. This took a long ass time, to be honest. This is him now. I built it. Oh, I thought he was talking about the train track. Ollie did build the full dragon, even though it's Luke's area. Alright, Luke built none of it, except the floor. And he did do the trees, but he did them wrong, so I have to fix them. But yeah, and Ollie added in like a little lake, which doesn't look as good as it could because we don't have Optifier. But you know, this is TLT. You can buy minecarts here. Do we sell? I'm pretty sure we do. Oh no, a name tag. Phantom membranes. And blaze powder. Ollie filled this in case you can't tell. Cherry shop, all diamonds get sacrificed. Okay, that sounds like we get the good diamonds. We don't get the diamonds. We burn them. Where does this one go? Oh, this one goes back. We'll come back to this train track in a minute. For now, we're going to go on this one. Which takes us to the gaming district, I do believe. But yeah, these... I know this one's oak and the rest of them are spruce. It's meant to be like that, by the way. Just... It does take a while. These used to be a lot faster than they are now. But you know, bedrock and all. And we still haven't got servers. Like, the main purpose of Bedrock was servers and cross-platform. Like, we got the cross-platform part, but where's the servers at? Like, we've been Bedrock since the 8th of December. It's now the 7th of January, and we still don't have servers. Also, I don't actually know what this train track is. It's really animals on my train track. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be like an arcade. Ollie built Donkey Kong, arcade machine, Pac-Man, Nameless, and Contra 2. I never heard of Contra 2 to be honest with you. Might be popular, might not. I have no clue. Alright, so yeah, the shopping district is pretty big. I hope we get a lot of shops. We didn't last season. We didn't get many shops at all. But I hope we get a lot of shops. This is gaming as in mini games, by the way, not gaming as in like gaming as in mini games. I think that's it. I'm just gonna fly back over there because these train tracks are too slow. But I will ride the other one. This one actually follows a pattern, the other two don't. This one's every 18 blocks there's a pillar. The other one is just whenever I fancied it. The other two, should I say. These two are identical though until it gets to the point where one goes forward and one turns off. They're identical. Because I'm good like that. I don't actually know where this takes me. I think it takes me back to a hub actually. Yeah, there's a little stop off point. It's called like an ITS or something. And I got a message. Here we are. Ollie also built this, except he did a load of string with carpets as the roof, rather than thingy-mabob. Why? Oh, I broke the track. Oops. Okay, just Okay, this is a car, which kind of looks weird because of all the white carpet, but you know. What can you do? It's Minecraft after all. This is a computer in case you can't tell. There was meant to be a satellite dish here, but we couldn't get it small enough. I tried and Ollie tried and it just wouldn't work, to be honest. I'm going to show you my train track now, and then we will get to that tower, I promise. But obviously you haven't seen my train track yet, and you've seen Ollie's and Luke's. This one's mine. Not amazing, but not Luke's. And then legit you just on the ground because, yeah, and I added some signs because I can. and then get into my train station, which I didn't actually take you into the other room, did I? So I'll show you that. Why is this lever here? Like, what does it do? Okay, so that's like that. Does it turn the smoke on and off? No? So what's it doing? Is it even doing anything? I'm trying to listen, but I can't hear it. Well, there is redstone underneath it. Where does it lead? Alright, it's what used to change the train tracks around. I get you. Right, over to. Okay, I'm gonna leave the big tower till the big tower. I'm gonna leave the tower till last because I can. These are pretty important actually. These are probably the easiest way to get enchantment books because no illegal services this season. Which for those of you who don't know what that is, you don't want to know what that is to be quite honest with you. So there's the easy parkour, the hard parkour, and the normal parkour. They're all pretty easy if I do say so myself, but you know, it's just... Oh, I'm gonna get knocked off. I forgot about that. Yeah, realistically, if you don't know what that pressure plate it does, you're probably in for a treat, I'm not gonna lie. What is this? Oh, these are them exits Luke kept building. I kept telling him I didn't want them, but he kept building them anyway. Because to keep the book, you have to make it back as well, which isn't actually possible in here because I haven't tested them. So I'm actually going to do that now on camera. That makes that parkour way too easy. Actually, no, it doesn't because there's blocks there. So that's fine. It's fine. I don't think that jump's possible. Actually, it probably is. Just extremely difficult for a normal parkour. So I'm gonna put a ladder on it. Okay, that was my controller, because obviously I'm not just going to walk off it. Okay, obviously this jump's possible, I'm just retarded. There we go. And obviously this jump's possible. Alright. Easy, there's no need for you to see me do the easy really. I'm just going to test it back, make sure all the jumps... I'm really bad at parkour today. Make sure all the jumps are possible, which they are. By easy, this is really easy, like... You don't even need to sprint, I don't think. Oh, you might need to sprint for this one, actually. Nope. You legit don't need to sprint, but obviously don't expect to get very good rewards. And please just don't do the parkours a million times. Oh, I forgot about that. I thought it was going to push me off. Okay, just jump straight over onto that. Right. That's obviously not possible, so I'm going to put a ladder on that, so it's the same both ways. Obviously that's possible, you get up onto here, go to there. Here we face a problem. Here we face a big problem. What block comes out? Obviously I can't just put a ladder on that, can I? Because it'll break, won't it? Or am I just being dumb for even thinking it won't? Yeah. So the only way I can think is to put another pressure plate on top of that. But then I'll have to ring. Right, you're going to see my ugly redstone. Apologies. Oh, this isn't actually that ugly for me. I could make it a whole lot simpler now that Minecraft redstone is easier than it was though. And probably don't actually, no, you do need a repeater. How many ticks was that on? I didn't see. Where the balls are? Am I even in the right section? I think I am. Yeah, where the balls? Am I blind or can I not see the repeater? Where's the repeat? There it is. I am blind. What do I need? Coal. We'll put on 2 ticks just to see if that's right. I don't think it's the same as it was, but it works, so not complaining. And if there's a block there, that'll run into it, won't it? No, it will not. I'm pretty sure I need a 2-tick repeater here as well. Why are you no up here? Is that even getting powered? Why is that not getting powered? I should get power, shouldn't it? Or am I being a dum-dum? No, apparently I'm being a dum-dum. Ah, I know what I've done. I'm being a big dum-dum. There we go. Sorry, I had a bit of a moment there. A big dum-dum moment. That ladder's going to get in my way, so is that. Wonderful. Oh, of course. Okay, yeah, still needs to be bigger. Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? This is possible, I know it is. Is it? Can't not be possible, because I didn't change the repeater ticks, did I? Oh, no, I did. So... why is it... Oh, it is possible. It's just extremely hard. Or maybe I'm just big dum-dum. Pretty sure I'm just big dum-dum. But still, you get the point of it. Alright, you guys got to see my awesome redstone there. But yeah, you get enchantment books for that, so I'm pretty sure I'm mending books for one of them. I don't know which one. I don't even know if there is a mending book, to be honest. But that's pretty much the best way to get mending books, because I don't know where else you're going to get them from, to be honest. I mean, like, anywhere that's easy to get them anyway. Yeah, to set a respawn, obviously, in case you die, and you want to try again, really. So... hard. This one, I will admit, is a lot better, and it was a lot easier to make thanks to commands. Hard, I don't know how hard is, to be honest. I forgot about that. My controller just looked to the side. Stop, please. Okay, that ladder's there to get back, yeah. I mean, this is possible actually, because I've tried it many times. I gotta just crouch and jump around. And there's a block there on purpose, because, yeah, you hit your head and you can still make it, it's just confuse you, really. And to get back, it's obviously just that. I've already tested all these possible to get back, so yeah. Easy is not as easy as the first one, but it's obviously still easy. I'm pretty sure medium's pretty easy as well. Yeah, I will warn you on the medium, like, if you don't watch this video, then joke's on you, and you try to do this parkour, joke's on you. I'm sorry, what? Alright, and yeah, I'll just show you that jump. So basically you have to run all the way at this edge and you have to be looking down. It is possible, but it's very hard. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that, like shaking when I sprint. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Like, it's only when I start to sprint. But it's very, very, very off-putting, not gonna lie. Oh my god. You can definitely make it back, I know you can. There we go. See, it's proof that you can do it. Even though I walked off the edge, it's still proof. The tower. Mr. Salmon. Obviously, we will build more of those throughout the season. Just like we'll probably more buildings will pop out of nowhere. Like you'll be on 1 week, the next week you'll come back on and. Right. You can just ignore that top room because that's got nothing to do with any of you, and you can't get in there anyway. Not without griefing, which if you do, you will be kicked. So. Yeah, you come in through any of the doors. We only put doors on because foxes kept coming in, you know, because it's hot. Because obviously they sleep out there, all the foxes, because there's lava, so they'll wander in eventually. This is a lift to go upstairs, the teleportation lift, using command blocks, because we can do that now. Actually, let me check something. If you are down here, oh, you're not going to be able to make it up there anyway. Never mind. So yeah, I do need to do some form of staircase, but I couldn't find one that looked decent. I could just put ladders, but ladders are ugly, you know. Like, but you know, you can get up here and up here. I'm pretty sure. No, that's the last floor, and then this is the Easter egg. Cams book. No. Why does it keep? So when the trapdoors work like that now? Like since when? Like that's AIDS. Alright, anyway. There is a bit of a mistake in this. I'm not going to go through this whole book because obviously it'll take a while. But this is vital that you, well, not vital, very important that you see this and read most of it, because this explains everything what happened in season 1, which obviously not everyone in season 2 played, but they'll get a rough idea because obviously season 1 was a massive fail. Not gonna lie, it went terrible, so bad that I stopped it early and started season 2 early. Just because nobody liked. Well, people liked it, but nobody liked. They just liked it because it was Minecraft. It was a survival world. They didn't like it because it was what I wanted it to be. And I couldn't be asked to build my base, and I just so here we are. Since when do you get a? Do you get? Oh, do you get an output from a lectern? You do. You get a redstone output from a lectern. Since when? Looks like we'll break that one then. Yeah. So basically, it's. So it explains. Civil war, not civil war, but war between gods and you is basically my easiest way to explain this, because you guys are sort of like a team, and we are obviously the gods. You're the main objective of FL3XCRAFT Season 2 is stop us. Unless you don't want to take part in the story, then you can just play it as Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure nobody's going to do that, like not take part in the story. So yeah, the room up there, you can ignore it. That's all I can say to you, just ignore it. I mean, you can peek through the windows and stuff, but it's not. There's legit 3 chairs in there, and that's it. 3. Flying is so slow. 3 chairs and a table, and obviously then command blocks. But that's the way we get out onto here. And when we get out onto here, have I got an elytra on? No, but normally I'd give myself speed for 2 seconds and I'll give myself a bit of a boost. So it's a bit quicker really. Obviously this is like a telescope thing, which leads straight over the mountains, which obviously there's nothing over there yet. There's this command block up here, and obviously you can't get down there because it's all barrier blocks. Don't worry about it. All this is, you'll find out basically. It looks cool. It basically, there's a lever in that room, which you lot aren't allowed into, and you can't break the floor because you know that's griefing, and I'm gonna kick you. But there's a lever in there, and you pull the lever, and it like strikes the roof with a ton of lightning, and it looks pretty cool, to be honest. So that's all that is. I'm pretty sure I've done everything, you know. I mean, except for like looking at each individual sign and boring stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I've got everything. I can't give you a date. Oh, I probably could. I need to run it over with Luke and Ollie. I can't give you a guaranteed date today because I still need to get those two on at the same time just so they can double check because my eyes are faulty as balls. And also I need to correct the mistakes, which I'm not going to do today because I'm really bored. I'll make sure I do it, don't worry. I will make sure I do it before I launch it. Today's the 7th. It's not for definite, but the 14th. By the 14th, I hope, FL3XCRAFT will be out, okay? That's not a promise, but it's more or less when. Real quick before I forget, I'm just gonna slash set world. I'm pretty sure you put world spawn. Yes. Now hopefully everybody spawns here. I need to do all the settings so people can play on it. Even though nobody's going to be on it just yet. But my personal game will stay that for now. When people join, there'll be members. Friend fire, show coordinates. Vice President TNT explodes off for now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it off just so people don't like mess it up because there's no exit without saving. But if somebody wants to do like something that's with fire or TNT, just let me know and I'll turn it on for like however long you want. Immediate respawn is on. Don't know why, don't ask me. I'll turn cheats off when it starts because we need that for while we're still doing stuff. Keep inventories off. Daylight cycle. Multiple more briefing and absolute weather cycle. Command blocks enabled. That'll stay on because obviously. I'm pretty sure that's all I actually need to do in it. So there'll be the chat. Also update. Enable cross platforms on. Why is my gamer tag Elvish Sleet? I mean, I know with the Microsoft account it was random, but my game tag's FlexGinger1, not Elvish Sleet. Pretty sure we're done, you know. What's in my packs? Oh, Minecraft Classic. Well then, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this first look at FL3XCRAFT. I know I've had a lot of fun building it. It's been hard, not gonna lie. And we've spent we've spent a long time building this. I think what month is it? It's January. We've been building this since late September. And I know it's not much, but it takes a lot more effort than you would think. So I hope you guys like respect it, you know, like not grief and stuff, because it's just, there's no need really, is there? But yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed. Oh, this is supposed to be broken. Ollie said this was Cisco's house. It's not. Cisco's supposed to have a big, nice house. But it's down here. Ollie built something. If I can get down here. And he said he wanted there to be an Easter egg there, which is not happening. I'm going to tell him to destroy this house next thing he does when he gets on. Obviously you guys seen that now, but next time, by the time you guys are on, this house won't exist. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If anybody wants to join, that's not already joined, let me know. And you can join, because I don't really care who's on it, to be honest. Peace.